South Africa versus India, huge match here in Perth. If India wins, almost certain to top the group. If South Africa win, they will probably go through as the number one team. To talk to me about it, Alan Mullaly, someone who's emigrated to Perth, as he says, you know conditions here very, very well. Am I right in saying it's a matchup between South African fast bowlers and Indian batters?
Yes, and the Indian batters aren't too bad. They'll be full of confidence after the last game against Pakistan. That run chase was just incredible. Was it 31 off the last 2 overs? But it is, and I learned a lot. I was lucky enough to be ranked number 1 or 2 in the world in the rankings in my day, and I learned a lot from reading an article about Curtly Ambrose, one of the great bowlers of all time, and one-day bowlers. And his quote, "I don't try and get batsmen out in one-day cricket because they get themselves out. Their job is to score runs. My job is to bowl dot balls." So that's.
So you think Rabada and Nokia will do that?
Maybe, but then you get guys like Wazim who'll just try and get wickets. But that was Curtly's attitude, and I took that attitude. However, at the end, you have different stages. At the start, they would have their wickets. T20 is different to 50 over, of course, and then it's just one for young and old. But at the end, from a bowling point of view, I don't think enough guys bowl enough Yorkers. I know guys go back in the crease more these days. The bats are bigger for the same weight, £2.7. Sir Viv Richards to use one of these bats these days. In his heyday, would be a suburb big enough, let alone the ground. But you can't beat. You've got to bowl at the death, Yorkers, the odd back of a length, the odd slow ball. Can't go wrong.
And will conditions in Perth suit someone, say like an Engidi or a Rabada or a Nokia more?
They're in Perth. It'll be a bit cooler. It's funny because they had the old stand in the Wacker. You used to get what's called the Fremantle doctor. They'd come to sea breeze, it'll cool you down, but it'll also help you as a left armour swing the ball back into the right hander. It's amazing how when they put a stand up at different stadiums around the world, how the dynamics change. So Optus Stadium's all one bowl. I don't think the breeze matters as much for that sort of thing. But it's going to be a good matchup. Wickets should have some pace and bounce. But the Indians are good with pace and bounce with a bat in the hand these days. I think it's going to be a great game.
And from the standpoint of the Indian, bowling, we've got Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, moves the ball. Mohammad Shami has been in good form.
Yep.
Arshdeep Singh, very like you, or
Yep.
run-up also is like you.
He's left-handed. I think he'll be magnificent, and I'm not biased.
But tell us,
Well, they're all they play for their countries, and they're two very, very strong countries. So, and it's also what happens on the day. And there's very fine margins in cricket, but more so in T20. Like when Kohli had that free hit and the ball hit the off stump and went
3 runs.
3 runs down to third man. Had the keeper been standing up, the guy short third man would have been finer. So it cuts down the angle. It might just be 1 run as opposed to 3. So it's little fine margins.
Yeah, fantastic talking cricket to Alan. As he said, could well be a matchup between South African fast bowlers and Indian batters. And guess what? Alan will be with us in the ground. We requested him to come and watch the cricket with us. He's agreed. So there'll be a lot of fun. Because, when you have someone who's played at this level, 1 or 2 in the world, in his heyday, explaining to you, helping you understand better, how can the cricketing experience not be first class? More of that on Rev Sports. Keep watching. Thank you very much.